Today I thought I would do a perfume tour for you guys. I really like perfumes and fragrances. I have kind of a passion for them and I think they're really fun and really beautiful to have sitting on your dresser, so I thought it might be kind of fun to go through and tell you about some of my personal favorite scents. Over the years I have had many perfumes and I've kind of whittled down and kept only the ones that I actually really like and continue to wear. I'm just going to go in order from the perfume that I've had the longest to the one that I purchased most recently. So I do have 7 perfumes, so without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the first perfume that I have in my collection is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. If you don't already wear this perfume, chances are you've smelt somebody who has worn it. It's a very popular perfume, even though it is quite expensive. This little 30ml bottle cost well over 100 Canadian dollars. This is really a beautiful scent, and I think it's pretty universal. I think that most people who smell this scent would say that they do really enjoy it. This is the perfume that I've had the longest, and you can tell that just by sitting out in daylight and sitting on my dresser, the color of the perfume is a little bit changed, and actually it doesn't smell as good anymore now as when I first purchased it. Now, this is one that when it runs out, I will not be repurchasing, not because I don't like it, but because it's so overworn now. It started out being a little bit more of a niche fragrance that was a little bit harder for people to get their hands on, I think because it's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like now I smell it on almost every other person, and for that reason, I will not be repurchasing it. I want to feel unique, and I want to feel like I smell good, and I don't want to be reminded of every other woman that I saw at the supermarket. The second perfume is Kenzo Amour. This perfume has a really unique bottle, and it's a very pretty feminine bottle. Even the shape of the bottle resembles kind of a feminine silhouette. I've had this perfume for about 3 years. I purchased it from a duty-free shopping when I was on my way back from vacation, and this is a really easy, feminine, people-pleasing kind of a scent to wear. It's very sweet, but a little bit almondy and with vanilla undertones, and it's just a really nice, easy go-to perfume when you want to smell feminine and pretty, but you don't really know what to wear. This one you can't really go wrong. It's suitable for daytime, nighttime. This one I don't think I would repurchase for the simple fact that I've worn it so much and so often that I find I'm reaching for it less and less, but it still is one of the nicest perfumes that I have in my collection. The third perfume is the Narciso Poudre. If I had to say that I have a signature scent, this would probably be it. This is the one that I grab for most out of anything in my collection. It's very soft, it's very powdery, it's very feminine as the name suggests. When you first smell it, it does have a little bit of a almost overpowering kind of a powdery scent, but it does dry down into a really soft feminine vanilla. And even though it's very soft and very powdery, there is a bit of a spiciness to it, which makes it really ideal for date night. The other thing that I really like about the Narciso Poudre is that I have not smelt this on anybody else. Maybe because when people first smell it, it is very powdery, and so maybe not the first one that people go for. I think a lot of women, especially young women these days, are searching for more of that sweet candy-like kind of a scent. This one is definitely a little bit softer, but I think it suits me, and because I don't smell it on every other person, it does make it more unique to me, which is why I think I like it so much. This next scent in my collection is the most expensive one that I have, which doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, but it is one of the more unique ones that I have, and it is a niche fragrance by Aaron Lauder called Hibiscus Palm. This is one of the most luxurious scents in my collection. This one makes me feel very expensive and like I am at some sort of a fancy resort. It has a lot of floral notes in it, of course, but it also has some coconut undertones. Aaron Lauder makes some incredible scents. I feel like you can't really go wrong. She has a lot of other really beautiful floral scents, and it is one counter that I definitely plan to visit in the future. This scent is one that you could definitely wear if you were on vacation or going out for a date during the summer. It's not something that works very well for the winter or for the evening. Something else I really like about this perfume is that it is a little bit more unique. I haven't smelt it on anybody else before. I think because it is a little bit more pricey and a little higher end, not as many people are getting their hands on it, but it is one that I definitely plan to keep in my collection for quite a long time. This next perfume is quite popular. This one's been around for quite a while, and a lot of people I know say that it is their signature scent. Everybody likes it. It's suitable for any time of day, anywhere you go. It's a little bit more sophisticated. It's definitely probably my most classy or elegant scent that I have in my collection. The bottle is really beautiful. This one I like to wear if I'm going somewhere and I want to feel a little bit more classy, a little bit more elegant, sophisticated. It's not something I would wear on a every single day basis, probably because because being a nurse, I'm not really allowed to wear scents, so already I do have to be kind of picky and choosy about when I do wear fragrances, but I definitely reserve this for those times that I want to feel a little bit more put together. You guys have probably smelt this scent, so I'm not going to go too much deeper into it than that, but this one is a definite keeper. I think this is one that I would like to have in my collection kind of all the time, so if this bottle ran out, I would definitely repurchase this one. This next perfume is one of the newer ones in my collection. This is Narciso Rouge. So it's very similar to the Narciso Poudre, except that it takes the powdery tone down a notch and it adds a little bit of spice and makes it a little bit of a deeper, sexier evening scent. So what I find interesting about the Narciso perfumes is that they smell very similar to how they look they should smell. So if you can imagine the former blush bottle smelling powdery and light, this one definitely smells red. It smells deep, it smells sexy, a really good perfume to wear on a date night and later in the evening. I definitely wouldn't wear this during the day. In fact, I kind of reserve this for those times when I'm specifically going to be going for that sexier look on some sort of an occasion. I wouldn't wear it any other time. It is a really nice perfume, but I don't know if I would repurchase it when it ran out. I think there's a lot of other really good kind of sexy evening women's perfumes that you could choose from, but my partner does really like it. I really like it, so for now I'm going to be keeping this one in my collection. The last perfume in my collection is Gucci Bloom, and this one I'm not going to even try to pronounce the specific name of it because I think I will butcher it, but I will post it on the screen for you. This is a perfume that I've only had for about a month in my collection. Sadly, it's been snowy here and cold because I do live in Canada, so I haven't really had much of an opportunity to wear it either. This perfume, along with the Air and Lauder, is one of the only floral scents that I have in my collection. Usually, I definitely tend to wear more of the warm, kind of soft, vanilla type of feminine scents. I usually don't wear something that's really, really floral, but this one is absolutely stunning. It has kind of a classy, timeless, sophisticated feel to it, even though it is a bright floral, because when they first started making perfume, they didn't have access to all of the variety and the synthetic type of fragrances that they have nowadays. They had to rely on what was in the environment, and a lot of that included florals. So this perfume has kind of a timeless, sophisticated elegance to it, and when I wear this perfume, it does make me feel like I'm on vacation, somewhere warm, going to a nice brunch, wearing a nice dress. That's the feeling that this perfume evokes in me. It's a very ladylike, pretty perfume, and I think it's a beautiful one to have in my collection. The bottle is also gorgeous, and I don't think I've ever smelled this on anybody else, so that also gives it a little bit of a uniqueness factor. And yeah, I really look forward to wearing this perfume during the summer. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'm curious to know what your favorite scent is or what your signature scent is. And also, if I have a perfume that you saw in today's video that you also wear, I'd be really interested to know if we have similar tastes, so let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.